What's up, fight fans? Today in Qatar, things were tense. Really tense.
You can't stop me! You couldn't take me down! And Islam, he came to your camp!
Unexpected drama, big wins, big losses, backstage tension, almost fights, and a lot of fighters who honestly shouldn't be standing next to each other in the same hallway.
Relax, boys.
I'm like, what do you say me for?
But let's go step by step and break down everything that happened today in Qatar. As you know, Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria were both in the corners today, and it's very likely UFC security did everything they could to keep them apart, just in case something went down. But even with that, Makhachev still ended up having a rough night. He showed up to support his teammates from Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov's school, Sagit Izagakmaev and Tagir Ulanbekov. But unfortunately, both of them lost. Islam cornered Sagit first. Unfortunately, Sagit had a tough UFC debut, losing to Denmark's Nicholas Dalby. Right after that, Makhachev came out again to corner Tagir Ulanbekov, but that fight went even worse. Former UFC title challenger Kyoji Horiguchi dominated Tagir everywhere, striking, grappling, transitions. In the third round, he dropped Tagir twice and then finished him with a rear naked choke. But to be fair, you have to respect Tagir's heart. He refused to quit and fought until the very end. Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria was cornering his brother Alexandre Topuria, who did exactly what most fans expected. He picked up his second UFC win, beating Bekzat Almakan by unanimous decision. The fight went all 3 rounds, and both men showed solid striking, but Alexandre clearly landed the cleaner, heavier shots. Of course, fans expected a knockout from him, but the Kazakh fighter proved he's a real warrior and refused to break even when Alexandre hurt him multiple times.
Muchísimas gracias a todos los españoles, al mundo latinoamericano. Muchas gracias.
Another Dagestani, Shamil Gaziev, also had a rough night. He was knocked out by Waldo Cortez Acosta, who took the fight on just 2 days' notice. Maktibek Oralbay also got a first-round knockout in his welterweight debut.
You know, guys, I am humble fighter. Change clothes, I am smash.
And then came Belal Muhammad, who suffered the second straight loss of his career, this time to Ian Machado Garry. The fight went all 3 rounds and Garry won by unanimous decision, 30-27 twice and 29-28. He stopped every takedown, outstruck Belal, and simply looked sharper everywhere. This is now Garry's second win since losing to Shavkat Rakhmonov, and he's starting to look like a potential challenger for Islam Makhachev.
You can't stop me! You couldn't take me down! And Islam, he came to your camp and he couldn't do it. So try to do it yourself. Bring that belt, bring that record, and I will see you wherever you want, my friend. All the best.
And finally, we reached the main event. Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker, a fight that had huge impact on the lightweight title picture. Both guys are top 6 lightweights, both coming back after long layoffs, and both badly needed a statement win. Arman hadn't fought in a year and a half, and all eyes were on him. Hooker was also returning after a long break because of a broken arm, but he entered this fight on a 3-fight win streak, including a big upset over Mateusz Gamrot, the same guy who once beat Tsarukyan. So on paper, it looked like a good matchup for Arman, but the moment the fight started, the size difference was obvious. Hooker looked bigger, longer, and tried to keep Arman away with hard body kicks. But Tsarukyan didn't leave Hooker any chances. He beat the New Zealander everywhere, on the feet and on the ground. Hard elbows, heavy punches, constant pressure. Hooker had to defend himself non-stop. The fight ended in the second round when Tsarukyan took him down, moved into full mount, and locked in a tight arm triangle choke. Hooker had no choice but to tap. A beautiful finish, a dominant win. There's really nothing more to add. It was exactly the kind of performance Tsarukyan needed. Arman came back in style, aggressive, technical, and extremely confident. And of course, after the fight, he immediately called out Ilia Topuria. He believes that after a performance like this, the UFC shouldn't deny him a title shot anymore. And honestly, he's got a point.
And I know this is just a small part. The big part is to be a champion.
They have to say that. And hopefully on Tuesday, they announce that fight and me fighting main event with Topuria when it's going to be in Vegas or in Los Angeles. So, I'm ready.
Merab Dvalishvili, just like many others, was impressed by how Arman submitted Dan Hooker.
That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. That was a great performance.
Hey, Ilia says that. Ilia says that.
Wow, great fight by Arman Tsarukyan.
Sean O'Malley reacted in classic Sean O'Malley fashion, saying,
2, 1.
Alright guys, a quick little breakdown how Arman beat Dan Hooker. First of all, he took him down. Boom! Once he got him on the ground, he put him on his back, flat on his back. He put his arm by his head, and then he grabbed his own arm and choked him like this until Dan Hooker got a tap out.
Later backstage, Tsarukyan found out that he earned a $50,000 performance bonus, and his reaction was priceless, pure happiness.
Arman, congratulations. We heard the news, you got a $50,000 bonus.
Nice. New watch.
Which one do you want?
Well, Khamzat still owes another 150. Khamzat, like this, like this, like this.
I'm taking it right now at this moment.
Up, 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 up. See, that's what brothers are for.
So another bonus, right?
Wow. You've got a big hand, Khamzat. Thank you, UFC, for the bonus. That's really nice.
Khamzat, what did you think of Arman's performance today?
Just like we
Expected, we dominated.
Nice.
Khamzat Chimaev also believes Arman deserves the next title shot.
Performance was crazy like Makhachev. I knew it's gonna be finished, but I wanted to wait. So don't say that. I went for it. I like Makhachev, you know. So Arman is the best. So he's the number one. He's the champion. He's the athlete. I believe this guy is one of the best fighters in the world. He has to fight for them.
But the chaos wasn't over. After Tsarukyan's win, Khamzat Chimaev and Garry almost threw hands backstage. Garry came up to Khamzat like he always does, trying to joke, trying to provoke a reaction. But Boers isn't Belal Muhammad. He's not someone you play with.
Good job tonight. Ready to go?
No, I'm on Arman.
Oh, he's not going to fight me. He's good. He's a champion. Don't worry. What's wrong?
Whoa. Come on, relax, boys.
Well, dude, that's just childish. You're meant to be a champion in this sport. Look at me. You're meant to be a champion in this sport. Your friend just won. Don't ruin his victory. Arman, congratulations.
Chimaev later explained what happened with Ian Garry. He said Garry is trying hard to act like Conor McGregor, but in reality, he's nothing like him.
Touch somebody, that's respectful. Don't punch somebody in the behind, you know, like.
Oh, he punched you in the back?
Yeah, like they punching, like slapping my back, you know. I have to respect. If you want to show respect, respectful, touch somebody. That's why I said, tell him, hey, touch somebody, respectful. That's it. He came like there to make some hype for him, you know, like, you know that guy. Trying to beat Conor, but never gonna beat Conor. He's a shit fighter. He won't beat, I don't know what.
Ian Garry also explained what happened between him and Chimaev.
I went up to Tsarukyan. I congratulated him. I went up to Khamzat. I said, hey, champ, what's up? When are we going to see you back? He goes, I don't know, brother. Whenever. Smash. All right, cool. Sweet. Slaps me on the back. I'm like, all right, cool. Security guy gets in front of us. I'm like, we literally were just cool with each other. He's not going to fight me. And then that childish energy comes out. Yeah, f*** you, brother. F*** you. F*** you, brother. F*** you. Boom. Tries to push me. I just turned around and went, you're meant to be a champion of this sport. You're a child. You're taking away from your friend's win over here. How about you calm down, slow down, and have a bit of respect for your friend over here rather than trying to steal the headlines. Do you want the honest truth? It's little dick energy. I need to show the world I'm tough. I need to show you're the champion of the world.
Garry also said he's planning to train with Ilia Topuria's team in Georgia to get ready for Islam Makhachev.
I have already spoke to Ilia. I have already spoke to the guys at WOW. I would absolutely love to go back to Madrid, and I would love to look. Hey, when we speak about Georgia, Ilia, he can help me out a lot. You know what I mean? With my friends in Russia, or my friends in Georgia over here, we're going to stop the Russians from having their success. We're going to stop the Dagestanis from having that success, and we're going to shut him down, and we're going to take his head clean off his shoulders.
Arman also took a shot at Topuria. He said that if Ilia doesn't want tough fights, then he should drop the belt. Arman believes Ilia is avoiding real challenges, but to be fair, the situation isn't exactly how Arman describes it.
Yeah, he said if you're gonna give me Arman, I'm gonna leave this title, so he should leave that title and give me anybody.
If you remember, back then Topuria said he'd only leave the belt vacant if the UFC gave Tsarukyan a title shot right away, because Arman still needs to prove he can actually make weight first. Tsarukyan had missed weight before, during the Islam Makhachev fight, because of a back problem. That's why Ilia said the title shouldn't be on the line until Arman shows he can safely cut to 155 pounds.
Listen, when you put so much effort in the game and you have a guy in front who you don't know that maybe he could pull out from the fight, that's not something good for us. It's not on my back. Bro, I don't care. They're gonna give him a fight before the title shot.
But after a win like the one Arman just had, I don't think Ilia would refuse to fight him. But as we all know, at the end of the day, the UFC makes the final decision. And honestly, just like many fans, I want Tsarukyan to be Ilia's next opponent. It's the perfect matchup.
Stare down.
Ilia, why are you running? I will take your lights out in the first round. Oh!
And if Topuria gets past Arman, then everything will finally be lined up for the biggest fight the UFC can make. A historic double champion versus double champion showdown. Makhachev versus Topuria. Dricus du Plessis also wants to see this fight happen. He believes both guys are performing at such a high level that the matchup is simply too big to ignore.
Champ, who stops him?
Yeah, I mean that is an incredible record. That's what I said when we talked about this fight. He's just so good. It almost feels like there's nothing he can't do. And when it comes to the fight, but the fight I would still want to see. I know he's at welterweight right now, but the fight I would love to see is him versus Ilia. I think that is the way to go. I think that's an amazing fight.
But Alexandre Topuria believes that while his brother is moving up to chase a third belt, he should still defend the title at 155.
We have Islam Makhachev here, Paddy Pimblett here, Dan Hooker and Arman are fighting. Who do you think your brother should fight next?
This is a tough question, but which weight? Let's say like that.
Which weight would you rather say?
The perfect scenario will be fight for the third title, but I think that he have to defend the title in lightweight division.
Нормально, брат. Тебе можно. Мои видео видели, как я ем? Видели? Как дерешься, так и ешь.
Also in Qatar today was Paddy Pimblett, who went absolutely crazy celebrating after his friend Luke Riley scored a knockout win. Paddy was hyped, loud, bouncing around like only Paddy does.
Unbelievable, look. I always said, if you want to be big in the UFC.
Later, he also linked up with iShowSpeed, who is becoming a regular at UFC events now.
Name is Speed. You're slow, aren't you?
Hell no, I ain't slow. You got the wrong person, bro. Oh yeah, you like Jamie Carragher.
Yeah? Yeah. Don't ever say anything bad about Jamie Carragher again, lad. Yeah? Never again.
Bro.
He's just eating a fried egg. No toast, no nothing. Just shoving a fried egg down his throat.
It's a good combo. Y'all want to see us fight? Let us know. Let me know.
We'll do it now if you want. You know, lads. We'll do it now.
He think I'm weak? I can't really talk like that.
This sound like you're from Alabama or something, lad?
You sound like you're from Alabama or something, man.
That was a bit better, yeah?
Yeah, man.
But, the one thing everyone always says is for Scousers is chicken and a can of Coke.
What?
Chicken and a can of Coke.
The f*** are you saying? What is he saying?
That's the line they say.
Really?
Chicken and a can of Coke.
Chicken and a can of Coke. Chicken and a can of Coke. That's crazy. Chicken kind of Coke.
I don't think it'll beat me in as a race, but I just like kicking so you wouldn't be able to run.
No, you won't even be able to catch me.
That's why I wouldn't have to catch you. You stood in front of me.
No, you won't even catch me. That's what I'm saying.
If you got it at start, I definitely
I'm blocking that, bro. You think I know how to block a kick? I know how to block a kick, bro.
Yo, what's up? Your boy KSI, I'm here with Speed.
Let's go. We watching these big fights. It's getting crazy out here, man.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of hype. A lot of people getting very excited.
But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks in advance.